So my introduction of Jordan is that I watched him growing up on MTV's Guy Code and Girl Code and all of that. And he was always someone who made me laugh. And then I went to Comedy Cellar for one of my first times, and everyone like hyped it up so much. And the first few comedians did not make me laugh at all. And then he came on stage and I was like, oh my God, I know him. And I actually cracked up and I was like, okay, he still got it. And then
Still got it.
and then cut to like 6 or 7 years later, our friend Chris here has this amazing place called Sound Mind Center where he does this. Yeah, Chris. All right. Yeah. where Jordan does this incredible show called Humped. It's all about sex and stuff, and it's like improv, and
that's the tagline. It's all about sex and stuff.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then I was yelling stuff from the front row, and then we became friends.
We did become friends.
Yeah, and
yeah. You're because you're lovely. Come on, let's hear for Deanna for doing this. Appreciate it. And you're wearing like a whole work suit, you're pulling it off. You know what I'm saying?
Jumpsuits are the best thing to wear because you can wear them and look like you're put together, but really you put on one article of clothing.
Absolutely.
And like everyone who knows.
Period. I as a child, I always had a thing for Rosie the Riveter. So I was like, we can do it. All right.
So anyway, my point is
I digress. Yes.
I talked to him after the show. And I was like so pleased to see that he was actually a cool human because in New York, we often meet people we love and it turns out we hate them. And they suck. Honestly.
So specific.
But no, Jordan's a really cool human and he's very funny and we've become friends and it's just so nice to be here with you.
Oh,
so thank you.
What is happening? I feel like I'm retiring or something like that. Thank you. And the department will be in good hands.
Well, he texted me and was like, I'm a little bit worried that you're going to be the one interviewing me because our dynamic is just to like, it's goofy and just to like joke with each other. So
it is. We definitely, the last time we hung out was at this little place on 7th Avenue. And it felt like people were resentful of our happiness. And it was like...
That's just New York.
So it was a good New York night, They were like, people are just like, what? Are they laughing at me? We are. We're laughing at you and your ascot. I don't know if it's wearing an ascot.
No, yeah. So anyways, I wanted to start you off with an easy question.
Let's go.
Who do you think was actually behind 9/11?
Wow. Pew, 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 pew.
Kidding. Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
I
Don't
think
answer
it was
that. Don't
potential
answer
spam.
that. Don't answer that.
Yeah.
Don't answer that. All right.
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So you're a kid from Texas like me.
Oh my God, what a pivot. Let's go. Let's go. Never forget. All right.
But no, you're a kid from Texas like me.
Yes, we're both kids from Texas. We escaped.
We have other Texans in here too. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. Yeah.
There's Tex-Pats
we have
in here.
at least 7 in here. Okay. Everyone knows you escaped if you're here.
Yeah, truly. Follow the North Star. Go ahead.
This is what it says in my notes. It's so rare for us to get out. And not only that.
No. Girl, I know to achieve escape velocity from Texas. Go.
So I'm like, you've been on countless TV shows, night talk shows, comedy shows. You've voice acted for animated series. You've written for so many of these as well. Like, what makes you so special?
What the fuck are we going to do some essentialism? Let's do it. I was like, I don't know what it is about me. That's just so fucking special. I feel like a manifestations. No, I don't fucking know. I was too dumb to, I graduated with no job skills from college. From Brown. It's true. And which is fine. It's fine. It's a great school. But what am I even, I'm like convincing myself. I'm like, it's great. No, I graduated with no job skills and I was too naive. That's the good thing and bad thing about going to Brown is like no one teaches you that you're like they're never like you can't make a career out of what you're studying. No one's ever saying you need to be practical, ever. We're just in this fucking dreamland, and they're like, go for it. You're all shining stars. So that's what I just kind of made it happen that way. And I think with naivete, and I think that that's okay. I think it's okay to be a little dumb. And that's how I was like, and I always say to myself, like, hey, instead of being like, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fucking get this job. I'm just like, wouldn't it be cool if I got this job? Wouldn't it be cool? And so like that's how I operate. And so that's I kind of guess that's helped me along the way. And I present that to you as a gift, as a metaphysical gift.
No, that's the way to do it.
Did that answer the question? Because my butthole is so tight.
No, it's good. You're good. Relax it.
So
you did very well.
I was like, why am I'm my mother's child? I guess why I'm special. Okay.
Do you want to go back to the 9/11 joke?
No. Oh, God.
Well, the other cool thing is that you are an autodidact, which
yes, I know what that means. Yes.
So if for everyone who doesn't know, because this is Claude/ChatGPT as well, an autodidact is someone who is self-taught. So he's a self-taught comedian. And also, apparently, you learned through your advertising background from Leo Burnett.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, no, Claude's off a little bit.
Okay, never mind. Everyone redact that.
I read like his work. I really love Leo Burnett's work. But
well, then
like,
you did learn from it.
I learned. I thought you meant I studied at his knee.
That's
like that's literally like Don Draper. Like that's who Don Draper is. All right, so but yeah, I mean, advertising was super helpful. I think. So like I said, graduated no job skills. And back then, like I kind of BS'd my way into this job, and they're like, okay, you want to write copy, kid? I don't know why I'm using that old timey voice, but, it was like that. And I just kind of, parlayed this job. I just talked and kept this lady in the office, just talking. And she was like, I can start you out as a copywriter. I was like, I don't even know what that is. But, she let me have the job, and like I just came up with 1,000 ideas a day, and I was young and I was hungry, and it all worked out. I was in advertising for 5 years. It was such a good job if you're starting out and you are creative, but you need rejection. You need to become like so familiar with rejection. So I would like come up with these ideas, and like they'd go nowhere. And but I was like, I know I'm not talentless. I know that I have like something to say. And I remember one, guys, can we talk about this one? Okay. It was about like this Verizon phone. And then they said, you've never used your phone like this before. So I was like, okay, let's just do like a remake of Dawson's Creek, where everybody's like getting so upset with each other. And they're like, you've never used your phone like this before, and you've never used your phone like this before. And I was like, that's perfect. And they were like, it's a no-go. And so, and maybe they were right, but like, you hold on to those ideas because they're just not the right fit, right? And so when you eventually get to a place or a space where you can create and people do accept your ideas, then like, you're in the right place. It's just rejection is just like redirecting you to those people, Yeah. I feel fuzzy.
No,
right
you
now.
Feel it.
Yeah, I feel it.
By the way, we referenced Leo Burnett. If anyone doesn't know who that is, he's basically the guy who created like Tony the Tiger and Marlboro Man, just like to give
Genius.
a little bit of background information.
Yes, ad wizard.
Okay.
These are coming at me fast and furious.
Take a breath. We're about to go. Yeah.
What do you got?
Have some of that.
Mm-hmm. This is very good, by the way.
All right.
That is, I don't know what I call it a phallus.
I'm sorry. I did.
If you want to call it a dick, sir, that's fine. That is a dick, and
I might have done that. I'm so sorry.
The interview is over. I didn't come here for this on 9/11. I did not come here for this. It is, yeah. I thought it was like my name, but no, I didn't check it. You got to check your glass for dicks. At 57 events, you better watch out. You can get a dick in the glass. All right. So good eye, sir. Good eye. Oh my God. Next question. What is this?
I thought it would be funny for.
No, it was Diana. You're hilarious. Oh, go ahead.
It was also Tim Wood's fault. I just want everyone to know. Okay, so you want.
It's not. It doesn't. I mean, it's definitely not. It's not. It's well. You know what? It's not circumcised, and that's fine. And that's fine. So it's like it's a very like it's like Eurostar dick.
Yep.
It's okay. Good.
All
okay.
right. So transitioning to children's books.
And why are the balls on either side of
Jordan,
the dick?
I don't draw them that often.
I don't understand. It looks more like if somebody made a hammer out of a dick. It's got two
now
ball
I'm embarrassed.
peens. Listen, this is to the people at home watching this. All right, enjoy. What you were saying. You were saying.
Okay. So you once said we should cancel some children's books, Green Eggs and Ham in particular.
Yes.
It's problematic according to you. It should be a one-page book about consent. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. It's a one-pager. This guy's just minding his own business, and then Sam I Am, who's a total just dickwad, comes up and he's like, "Do you want these nasty eggs and ham?" The guy's like, "No." And that's boom, end of the book. That's it, right? Kids have learned so much. They've learned about boundaries. They're just like, no, that's it. When at the end of the book, they'd be like, what? There's no more? Like, no, Dr. Seuss, you're a genius for teaching consent. What happens? 3 pages later, it's like, how about with a fox? How about in a box? How about just the tip, right? It's like an allegory. It is an allegory for dick and balls. And I will be heard on this, okay? And the guy's trying to shove it in his mouth for like 15 to 20 pages. He's like, how about in a boat? What if I make it float? And the guy's like, no, Sam, I am. He's got boundaries. He's like, I do not want it here or there. Like, I do not want it anywhere. And what does Sam I Am say? He does not respect it. He goes, try it. You will see, right? I'm reading this to my impressionable son, like you just wait for the answer you want, little boy. How about now? I would not, could not with a goat. And I would not, could not on a boat, You let me be. He said, Sam, let me be. He literally says, let me be. And then, okay, but I could be wrong. Because what happens at the end of the book? He eats the eggs. He likes the eggs. And what's the lesson there? Gaslighting. Okay, it's beautiful. What a great children's book. So cancel.
Okay, yeah. Follow-up question. Are there any other wonderful childhood stories you'd like to ruin for us?
Sure. Okay. What do you got? What's your favorite?
Oh, childhood story?
Sure. I think Goldilocks was like the world's first Karen. Boom.
Expand, please.
Okay. She has what is known in the community as caucasity, right? And she is hungry. Yes, she's hungry. And she just feels that gives her license to just break into a house. And like I can't go to some of these like brownstone on Driggs and be like, I'm here for the goji berries, don't get up, and then she's very scared of these like black or bears of color. But she's the one afraid. She's afraid. It's their house. I rest my case. Canceled. What do you got? The Given Tree? Okay, no. That is a blameless book. That's beautiful. All right.
Okay, next one. So I know that you carry around like a little book with like where you like write jokes down while you're going, and I
do.
So cool to see
somewhere
that
on the premises. Yeah. Okay.
So how often do you pull that down and write something out in it, and then like how often does that actually make it into your comedy sets or your TV shows or
That's
anything like that?
That's a very good question, Diana.
Thank you. That's actually me. That wasn't even ChatGPT.
Yeah. Thanks, Claude. No, that's a really good question. I'd say probably about 3 times a week. I take the book out and write things because I usually like my stuff is often like my favorite stuff is like driftwood stuff that like stories or things that I see. I don't usually wear headphones in the city, so I'll just like hear the wildest stuff and then it'll work its way into the set, right? So like last week, no, it was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, something happened in New York. Can you believe it? And shocker, everybody
Crazy.
calm down, take a breath. But I saw something. I've been here so long. I'm like, nothing can surprise me. And then I was surprised. There was this woman in Brooklyn, and she was in a 99-cent store, and things weren't going the way she wanted them to go. And the shopkeeper's like, get out of here. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to come back here. She had a cigarette. She's like, I'm going to come back here with my friends and take a shit in front of your store. I'm going to take a, and she kept saying, she's like, I'm going to take a shit with my friends. With my friends. And I was like, just kept like, I've been in this space where I'm like trying to take inventory of my friends. And I was like, I realize I don't have friends. You know what I mean? Like, if, she has a posse that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she will do a drive-by shatting of your place with her friends. They're like squad. Like, what is that group chat like? That had to go in the show.
Oh my God. Amazing.
I was like, can I direct you to Google reviews, my lady? Like, it ain't gonna be like that. Oh my God.
Let's take it dark. Not dark.
No,
like,
please, darker. Okay.
Darker. Yeah. Mental health. Mental health, because we always love to go there.
Yes.
Okay. So I saw this clip of you on a podcast when I was stalking you for this and getting ready for it. And you said that comedians have to be friends with darkness, but don't have to be sad all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that we lose 2 to 3 comedians a year to depression and self-destructive behavior. And like on that podcast, y'all kind of go off on a tangent, but you never explained what you said by what you mean by being friends with darkness. So I would love to hear more.
Yeah. Okay. I was avoiding that. But I think, well, I mean, you have to like see negative things all the time and collect negative things. And you have this like, when you do stand up, and I'm going to compare myself favorably to Chris Rock. But he said he can't turn off the observation, like the observation switch. So you're just taking everything in and you're hyper aware of stuff. And so sometimes you see really dark stuff, right? You see dark stuff and you take it in, and then like you realize that either there's something important you want to say about it, or you want to communicate and connect to people, because that's usually what comedians are doing when they're like, have you ever seen this? Does anyone know about this? They're just trying to like communicate with people and connect and say like, I don't want to feel alienated or alone. Right. And so that's what it is really, is just, and especially in a place like New York where there's a lot of darkness, right? And a lot of sadness and a lot of things that we have to almost ignore to get by. Right. Like, so like, for instance, I just love this because my kid taught me this the other day, but like, you know how you can see your nose? If you close one eye, you can see your nose. And if you close the other eye, you can see your nose. But if you open both eyes, you can't see your nose. It's only because your brain can see your nose, but it ignores it. Right. So it's like, what are we socialized to ignore? What have we socialized ourselves to ignore? And sometimes I can't ignore things. And those I definitely work like mad to put into my act, but it does carry a weight. You know, you do think about things. Sometimes you can't like be in the moment as much, you know, because you're just taken with the state of the human condition. And you always want to help people out of it by making them smile and forget about their worries for a little while. So that almost takes like, you're kind of weaving from flax from a very dark material, something light, like trying to coax something light out of it, you know? Yeah. Welcome to my TED Talk, everybody.
I think some of the most like gifted storytellers are able to take us really, really to like really dark places, and bring us, which you just did right there. You like made a joke and you were able to like relieve the tension in the.
Oh, sure. I mean, thank you. Thanks for the gas. Felt like a noble gas. Okay.
Do you want to hold on to your comfort pillow for these next few questions?
Yeah, I am loving this body yaddy yaddy pillow. Might slide one between my thighs. I don't know. Just like lay out, get my spine right. Go ahead.
Okay, so can you tell us about how you stalked Rory Albanese, who is the showrunner, executive producer, and writer for The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. And then he was also an executive producer and showrunner for The Nightly Show with Larry Whitmore.
Yes, please hasten to say that, because you're like, can you tell us how you stalked a man named Rory Albanese who's in the room right now? No. So I believe in, like, people are always saying, like, you have to be persistent about what you want, but I believe also in being insistent. You know, you have to be insistent and persistent. Like, you have to be a gadfly if you really want something bad enough. And I wanted to work on late night television, and it just was not happening. And so I stalked this dude through like the trades, and this is for anybody in any industry that you're in, like, stalk him in the trades. And I find out that he's giving a panel discussion. And I was like, I'm there. So I go. It's about, I think it was about the WGA retirement fund. And I was like, I don't care. This man is on the panel, so I'm talking to him. And I waited till after. I was like, listen, I'm not really here. I'm not even in the WGA. I just wanted to meet you. I talked my way in here. If I could just get an hour of your time. Or I so stupid, I asked for an hour. And he was like, yeah, sure. Be in my office tomorrow. Right. And this is all because they were making the spinoff to The Daily Show. And so I got the hour with him. Turns out Rory Albanese is a talker, and he just talked the whole time. I didn't even have to say a word. And I was like, this is amazing, right? So then he's like, you can go to the boss level and meet like Larry Wilmore, who like ran the show. And so Larry is an amazing talent. He created the Bernie Mac show. He helped create Blackish. He helped create Insecure. And so like, he's just a very amazing creative mind, right? So he did this show too. And so with Larry, I get in there. Now I'm just buckets of sweat. Now I'm just like in a sauna, and I'm just so nervous. I'll do anything, but I'm so scared. I don't care. You know, like my heart is like pounding all the time, except for right now. The edibles hit. So no, I'm kidding. Okay, no. So am I? Are you in my dream? Like, what the fuck is happening right now? No. So anyway, go in there. And again, Rory just talks for everybody. And I was like, I'm going to get this fucking job. Right. And then Larry's like, I didn't really get to, you didn't really get to talk or say anything. Can you like do stand-up comedy for us like tomorrow night at the Comedy Cellar? And I was like, gulp, like, sure, Larry. So they arranged it. I did like 4 minutes for my life. And I actually got an applause break in the middle of it. But I was like, I'm gonna just fucking do this shit. I don't care. And that's what it takes. That's what it takes sometimes it's what it's taken for me. I mean, listen, I know I'm just a pretty face, but like, that's what it's taken for me. It's like, you have to work so hard. Anybody has to work hard, harder than you'll ever imagine to get where you want to be, and it's always, even if you don't make it, so to speak, it's worth it. It's like the artist journey, the creative journey is worth it. It's just like, it's the best. I don't know. I hope that answers the fucking question.
That answered it very, very well, honestly. Okay. And so this is a perfect segue into the artist journey and all of that. So Jordan has now written a book.
That's true.
And I want y'all to know that like, whenever I started reading it, I had no idea what to expect. I thought it would maybe be like another like comedians just like, I'm gonna put funny jokes in a book and like kind of be sorry, no offense or
Thank
anything
you for
like
that reduction of my art form. You're like, I'm gonna just put stupid fucking dad jokes in the paper.
But listen, it's so much more than that. Like, okay, so here's my little. I got it. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, crazy that's there. This is Chore Play by Jordan Carlos. And okay, so essentially, this is a book where he has written about the marriage-saving magic of getting out of your head, getting your head out of your ass. And it's essentially about like how to do the invisible work with a partner and have a good partnership. And the thing that I love the most about it, which like makes me want to promote it even more, is that it's like very respectful to women, and like talks about how much women do that is invisible, and it's really, really incredible. And
Allow me to mansplain invisible work. Now, some of you women might not know what this is. All right. No, thank you, Diane. I obviously deflect all the time. All right, so I could not even take that. I was like, okay, she's being so earnest. No, thank you for saying that. I do think that so this is
here,
like
hold it in your hand.
yeah, sure.
There you go.
This is the
This
book.
is called product placement. You've got to learn it.
It's called Chore Play. It's fun. It's got like a little
that's an awkward way to hold it.
Nozzle thing on this guy's. It should be like a Roman helmet, but it's a nozzle, so he's gonna clean. Anyway, it's fun, and it's about 289 pages or so, and but it's just filled with like just tips because I think that, and it's directed at cis straight slobs, or whoever's in a relationship, situationship, whatever it is. I don't care. Polycule.
We're in Brooklyn.
Period. But like I feel like what it does is it explains to people that have not been explained to what invisible work is, what executive function is, how women, cis women, straight women have been socialized to carry so much of the load, and that there is a very low bar for men, and how even then men be fucking up, stay fucking up, and that's what it's about. I mean, should I tell you why I wrote it, or
1000%? I mean, a book is
I got that checked out. No, why did I write it? Because I went to these 4 10-year anniversary parties, and then like they all ended in divorce. Like, not the parties, but like that would have been amazing. A divorce. But within a year, 4 of my friends were divorced, and I asked, like, I got to have beers with like 2 of them, and both of them said, I said, like, why did it kind of go awry? And first they were like, well, she crazy, she crazy. That's the problem. You know her. You know her. You knew from day one. Okay. And then like after like the 3rd beer, they'd be like, well, I could have done more around the house. And I was like, what? Okay. So then fast forward to like there was this Canadian guy that he's like my neighbor, and he's in the mom and like the dad group. Like, he's like the best dad. Like, I'm second best, and he's like the best. And people are like, oh my God, Hugh. Like, we love Hugh. And I was like, why do you fucking love Hugh so much? Hugh makes coffee every morning for his wife and brings it to her in bed. And so I was about, like, during COVID, things got tight, and I was about to, like, we were about to break up, and me and my wife. And then I was like, I will never find anybody as great as her or as hot. And so I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I was like, Hugh, I got to be like Hugh. So then I was like, Hugh, what's your secret? Do you grind the beans? Do you like do a pour over? Are we talking espresso shot? Is it like a little bialetti on the stove? And then he's like, no, man, it's Bustelo. And I was like, what? Fucking Bustelo? He's like, Bustelo, auto drip, 6:59 in the morning, boom, right through her face. And then like, that's all I have to do? That the bar, and this man walks on water with these ladies. I mean, like, and I was like, that's it. So I was like, okay, the bar is very low. Let me just try to find some low bar things, some low hanging fruit for these motherfuckers to hang on to so that they can actually stay in a relationship. Because what I was hearing from the moms over and over was, if he would just do this and that, if he would only pick up his fork and knife, if he would just make up the bed. And so I was like, oh shit, this is a low boiling point. We can do this. You know what I'm saying? We can do this. So I just wrote down some things, and they actually, like, I was like, holy shit, that worked. So yeah. And if y'all, thank you. If y'all want the book, I have a few copies of it if y'all want it. Or not. Whatever you want to do.
Oh my God, be more confident. You're
okay, yeah, fuck it. Take these books. Take these books.
Give it for Gordon.
Yeah. Thank you.